Hi, Jacq Hackett here with another Friday Thought. This week I had an article published in Flying Solo, and it was about an issue that I get asked a lot about by other consultants, and that is how to manage the workflow as a solo consultant. Because it can be tough. There's sometimes when there's just way too much work coming in, and there's other times when there's really not enough. It can be a bit of a feast or famine. So this can cause real anxiety for people, especially when you first start out. Certainly for me, when I first started out, that workflow and the cash flow issue was, really did cause me some anxiety. Now, you cannot take absolute charge of it, I know, but there are some things that I've learned over the years that you can also do to help you manage the workflow and therefore also kind of manage your anxiety. So in my article in Flying Solo this week, I give my top 5 tips for managing workflow. And I'm going to share the first one with you here today. And it's a bit surprising, really, but it is be prepared to turn work down. Now, I know this is counterintuitive, and especially when you first start out, when you're really trying to build your client base. But actually, in those early days, it is much more important that you do a really, really good job of those first few projects because you want to build your reputation and therefore, get referrals and repeat business. And if you take on too many projects in the start, you're really going to struggle to do a good job of them because, when you start out, it's a learning curve and you're actually going to take a bit longer to do things than you will down the track when you've actually got a lot more experience. So if you're juggling, 2 or 3 projects first up in those early days, then I really think that that's going to be a struggle for you because you'll really struggle to do a good job. But also you're going to start to miss some deadlines, and that is not going to have a good impact on your reputation. So yes, it's counterintuitive, but be prepared to turn down work if you've already got a full dance card or a reasonably full project list. So I want you to head over to the Flying Solo article to get the other tips if that's something that you've been struggling with, managing workflow. There are my 5 tips in there, and I hope they're really helpful to you. And the link to the article is in the first comments box. Have a good day.